Nearly 25% of Waste Connections injuries have resulted from slips, trips, and falls. Nationwide, they account for 15% of all accidental deaths, second leading cause behind motor vehicle crashes. Common types of injuries are sprains, strains, bruises, contusions, fractures, abrasions, and cuts. The most frequently affected body parts are knee, ankle, foot, wrist, elbow, back, shoulder, hip, head, and neck. Two types of falls. Falls at the same level occur when you fall to the surface you are walking or standing on, or when you fall into or against an object at or above the surface. Falls to lower levels occur when you fall to a level below the one on which you are walking, working, or standing on. For example, falls down steps, stairs, ladders, off of platforms or trucks, equipment. Preventing serious injury. Employees should not climb on top of any truck, equipment, or container without proper fall protection. Any employee that has an issue that may require access to the top of the truck, equipment, or container should contact their immediate supervisor for guidance on how to properly address this issue. Causes of slips. Shoes with wet, muddy, greasy, or oily soles or with worn soles. Mounting and dismounting trucks, heavy equipment and machinery, climbing up and down ladders, environment and surfaces, loose, irregular surfaces such as gravel, muddy terrain, leaves, plants, debris, especially if wet, weather hazards, rain, ice, snow, hail, slick spots on floors, oil, water, grease, ice. Causes of trips: extension cords, cables, hoses across aisles or passageways. Clutter in walkways and work areas. Changes in elevation, sidewalk, curb drops, or uneven surfaces. Rumpled, loose, damaged mats, including in truck cabs. Other conditions increasing risk of slips and trips are poor lighting, glare or shadows, human factors, health, physical condition, stress, illness, fatigue, medication, alcohol, drugs. Behavior actions you choose are carrying objects that obstruct your view or impair your balance, rushing, inattentive walking, not watching where you're going, using cell phones, taking shortcuts, not using walkways or designated clear pathways, or poor housekeeping. What can you do to reduce risk? Mounting, dismounting equipment safely. Clean footwear of mud, snow, ice, grease. Make sure steps, footholds are in good repair. Always face equipment when mounting and dismounting. Have a good handhold. Do not jump off. Use 3-point of contact. Climbing, descending ladders safely. Follow the same procedures for mounting and dismounting equipment as for climbing and descending ladders. Visually inspect ladder for damage. Clean footwear of mud, debris. Clean rugs or steps. Face ladder at all times. Have a good handhold before stepping up. Place your foot on the step or rung just in front of your heel under the arc. Maintain 3-point contact. Do not jump off ladder. Step down carefully. Wear proper shoes. Footwear should fit snugly and comfortably. Wear slip-resistant shoes, boots with good tread. Keep your footwear clean and in good condition at all times. Inspect for damage, repair, or replace worn or defective footwear. Replace shoes or soles before soles become worn smooth. Slip-resistant traction devices can be helpful when working in ice and snow. Keep these factors in mind to help prevent injuries from falls or slips when climbing. Never forget the 3-point contact. Never jump off a ladder or from the last step. Always look at the ground before stepping down. Be extra careful during adverse weather conditions. Always mount or dismount facing the equipment. Ensure the vehicle is stationary with the parking brakes set. Inspect climbing surfaces for mud, ice, snow, grease, or any other hazards. Never attempt to climb or descend with anything in your hands. End your ascent or descent with 4 point of contact with both feet securely on final level, after which you can remove your hands. All Waste Connections facilities should be kept clean and orderly and in sanitary condition. This applies to maintaining floors as well as repairing such things as protruding nails, splinters, holes, or loose boards. Having an orderly and uncluttered workplace is essential to safety. Slippery floors, objects in aisles, and tools left lying around are just a few dangerous housekeeping hazards. A cluttered, unkept workplace is a dangerous workplace. Poor housekeeping hazards can lead to slips, trips, or falls from slick, wet, or poorly maintained walking and working surfaces, tripping hazards from improperly stored materials in walkways and work areas, incidents caused by overhanging or protruding objects, badly stacked and spotted materials, and use of walkway and working surfaces for storing materials and equipment. Workplaces where the aisles and exits are blocked or obstructed, where debris litters the floor, or tools and equipment are not put away properly, have hazard built into them. Part of everyone's job should include common housekeeping tasks. Benefits of good housekeeping include improved safety culture, increased employee morale, elimination of the causes of incidents and fires, the conservation of space, equipment, operating materials, time, and effort in resulting in making work easier for everyone. Employees must be aware of the following housekeeping items which can help in fire prevention. Crowded material storage arrangements can affect the spread of the fires and can prevent the spray from water sprinklers from reaching a fire. Blocked traffic aisles can impede your evacuation in the event of a fire and prevent firefighters from reaching the fire. Fire extinguishers and firefighting equipment should never be blocked. Flammable and combustible materials should not be stored near heating equipment or open flames or sparks. Proper housekeeping and an orderly workplace will decrease the chances of having an incident or injury, no matter what type of work is being done. Some common items that often go overlooked are items temporarily or permanently stored in front of electrical panels and disconnects, objects and materials in front of first aid kits and eye wash stations, flammable or combustible materials stored underneath open stairways, oil, grease, or water spills that are not properly cleaned up immediately, used rags stored in open containers, overflowing trash containers or trash stored in open containers overnight. Most of the preceding reasons also apply to maintaining a clean truck cab, equipment cab, or vehicle interior, whether they are owned by the company or you personally. Specific hazards include small amounts of litter or debris can be fuel to start a fire. Litter, dirt, or liquid accumulation could result in a slip or fall when entering or exiting the cab. Loose debris can get under a brake pedal, clutch, or accelerator and render them inoperative. Finally, any loose object in the cab or vehicle interior is a potential missile. While no one plans on having a crash or a rollover, it is important to secure all loose objects prior to operating the vehicle or equipment in the event that one should occur. Any unsecured objects could cause you serious injury in the event of a crash or a rollover. Remember, at Waste Connections, we are a team. Together, we can accomplish anything.